Well, Jim, first thing to say is, once again, many congratulations. What a fantastic run into the end of the season.
Yeah, bit of a whirlwind of 2 or 3 months. I don't think any of us can quite believe what's happened, but absolutely delighted with the outcome. Massive achievement for the group, the club in general. I think the scenes we saw on Sunday evening will never be forgotten by the people who were there. Luckily some of it gets captured on camera as well. Not all of it, but some of it. But yeah, what an amazing couple of weeks, and it all finished with a fantastic finale.
I actually went to Brackley feeling pretty confident, to be honest, and I sat there before the game thinking, what a transformation in a couple of months, really, because obviously, prior to that it was tough, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, as comfortable as you can be in them situations. You never get carried away and you don't want to count your chickens. But I thought we went there and I thought the actual performance, now analysing the game, watched it back a couple of times, it's probably as comfortable as the final can be. I thought we managed the game and the occasion so well as a group and as individuals. But we were set up right, well organised, as we have been for the majority of the year, actually, with our organisation and without the ball. A couple of big moments, and I thought we saw the game out really well.
And over the playoffs as a whole, I thought you showed that you were an adaptable squad, really, because obviously Alfreton, you had to deal with an aerial bombardment for most of the game from those long throw-ins. Kingsley, we knew were a very good side when you went there and you put them away with a fair bit to spare, and it was a different game again against Brackley. Really.
Yeah, I think throughout the 3 years, I always say, and it sounds a bit boring, but each team offers their own challenges at this level. Different pitches, different environments, different type of opposition, and how they play. It does vary quite a lot compared to the top end of the game, where most teams play in the same sort of way. And I think we've dealt with it really well. We were going over, actually, me and Russ in the office, and we were saying it's amazing, really, that we've won 9 on the trot. I don't think we've had to come from behind in them games. I don't think we've scored any last-minute winners. It's been as comfortable as winning 9 in a row can possibly be. What a fantastic end to the season, though. And like I say, it will live long in the memory. But straight away, the planning starts. It starts this week, and it has already, going into next year, because we want to go up and we want to make a good impression on that division.
Yes, so it's a bit like painting the proverbial bridge, and you get to one end, you've got to start back at the beginning again, which is pretty much what you're doing. The retain/release list is out. That must be difficult given the season you've had, telling some players they don't figure in your plans, really.
Of course, yeah, look, there's players in there, first and foremost, they're good lads, and they've offered something to the football club. You always have discussions that aren't nice, but they're a necessity. Football moves, it moves on quickly. For the teams, but also the individuals themselves. And look, it's important that you do things right and you do it with respect, and that's all you can do, really. Never nice, but like I say, it has to happen, and you move forward, and we wish them lads all the very best for the future.
It's kind of a number of categories in the list, isn't there, really? Some are retained, obviously on 2-year deals or still with you. Some, they're a clause triggered by the number of appearances they made, so that they're with you. Loan players obviously have gone back. Some have been released, and you're talking to another group of players as well. So.
Yeah, and that'll be ongoing. This is the level. This is step 5, step 6. It goes on up and down the country. The season just doesn't finish, and we turn back up again. And on the first game, there's a lot of hard work that needs to be done between now and then. A lot of decisions that need to be made. And like I say, it started already. To be fair, we haven't stopped yet. I'm sure there'll be a time where we need to make that time for us to have our rest and to recuperate and recharge. But it's not quite yet. It's probably towards the back end of this week that it will settle down a little bit. It's important that we get the planning right, like we try to, and we've tried to for the last 3 years, because we want more success.
Was the release/retain list pretty much set in stone, or did it depend on the outcome of the game at Brackley to a degree? Would there be, some changes, given that you're going to go up a level next week?
Yeah, possibly a few little changes. Don't want to go into the details, but look, decisions are made. You live and die by them, really. All I can do really is, like I said before, thank the players who are leaving the club, and to the players who are staying. It's important that we all kick on and step up and improve, because that's what every other team will be doing. We're going into a new level, and we all need to prove ourselves there, and then hopefully again.
I know you don't talk about individuals, but just a word about Joe Folkes, who seems to have been here so long. I've forgotten he was a lone player, actually. I thought he was on the books. What a season he's had. Again, he's worked so hard, really.
Yeah, young boy. You want to, when a lone player comes into the club, they need to embrace the football club. They need to buy into it on and off the pitch, and that's one thing that the lad's done, and that's why he's had success here. Some of the memories he's had at Kidderminster Harriers, even in that 2 years, look, some players have a whole career at a club and don't get them. It's fantastic, and he's a bit of a blueprint, really, for a lone player. It's what you want. They've got to come through that door from day one, have no ego about dropping down a level, and see it as an opportunity to put themselves on a different platform. And I think Joe's done that. I think Caleb Richards has done it in the past as well. And I think every loan player have to come in with attitude.
Someone who has come in with that attitude is Carl Morrison. Obviously, I know he hasn't come down a level, but he's obviously come out on loan. I thought he was colossal at Brackley, really.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Like the rest of the side, I think we've had our defensive record throughout the year has been excellent. The fact we nearly didn't make the playoffs with that defensive record speaks volumes, to be honest. And I think he's coming. He's made a good impact for us. Again, he was excellent on Sunday, but in the same way that the other lads have been excellent throughout the season, the same way that Nat Knight Percival was excellent when he come in at Fylde. This is what you do when you're in a good squad. You have good competition across the board.
Carl Morrison has been released by Fylde. Is it likely the club will be talking to him about a possible deal?
Yeah, there's an interest there, of course there is. We like Carl, we like what he's done. He seems to fit the football club really well. Be naive to say or stupid to say that there isn't an interest there. Obviously we'll be speaking to the boy over the coming days.
So the planning obviously starts for next season now. How much of a step up do you think it is, Jim, from Vanarama North level to the National League now?
I think we've got to be humble and don't think it's going to be too easy or kind of underestimate how the gap can be. Anytime you go up a league division, you've got to expect there to be a big jump. I think that's the best way to prepare for it. We don't want to go in there underselling it. There's some good teams at that level, some good budgets and some good competition. I think he's had a lot of spotlight this year with the two teams who have gone up. And it's a very, very competitive league. Opens it up, obviously, being north and south and across the board now. And look, firstly, I think it's important that we enjoy it. We're excited by it, and we want to go up there and we want to be competitive, and we want to shock a few as well from teams going up. One thing we have had is by finishing the season in the way we have, we've got momentum, and we've been used to winning football games, and that's priceless in itself. And we want to build on that and carry it on.